Women are speaking out tonight about the violent relationships they've overcome and a program which is helping survivors smile again. Face to Face is a partnership with plastic surgeons who are helping fix free of charge what's been broken at the hands of others. WGN's Brona Tumulty has that story.
Fear can kill more than the perpetrator, because the fear really paralyzes you and will not allow you to move on.
Maribel Garcia grew up in a home filled with fear.
As a child, I grew up in a very violent environment. I'm the only child, have no siblings, and I witnessed my father beating up my mom. He molested me sexually for so many years, and that's all I saw and I learned.
Desperate for a way out, she jumped into marriage.
I married the wrong guy. Not because I loved him, but because I saw the door to freedom, and I said, I need to get out of here.
But her husband was also quick with his fists.
He didn't care where we were. He would beat me up. Yes. He punched me in my mouth. That's why I have my teeth a little bit crooked.
In spite of the abuse, she was afraid to leave.
He carried a weapon. He said, I promise you that I will find you. I will kill your son. I will kill you, because we didn't have kids. I will kill you, and then I killed myself.
She stayed for her son until one day she snapped and threw herself off a balcony.
I don't remember climbing and jumping. That's how bad it was, Brona. That's how bad it was. I woke up in intensive care. I really literally wanted to die, not because I was not aware or probably didn't care about my kids, but the emotional pain, it was unbearable.
That moment turned out to be her wake-up call.
Here I am, trying to save the world. I can. I'm not Mother Teresa.
She started her foundation, Break the Silence, back in 2005, helping countless domestic violence survivors over the years. Then, in 2019, a different kind of call came in.
They heard from Break the Silence Foundation.
On the other end was someone from the American Academy of Facial Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, asking Maribel to be part of their face-to-face program, partnering survivors with plastic surgeons to help fix pro bono what life has broken.
They reached out to us because somebody had to run this program, regarding, the clearinghouse, receiving the applications, and see that the proper documents.
One of the people who applied was Mokerah Bradley.
When you're a survivor, you have no clue that you've walked into a horror story. You don't even know you're the main character.
Her horror story started in September of 2018, and for a few months he was her Prince Charming.
If 5 months was perfect, the next 3 months I was fighting for my life.
With her own son and this man's children involved, she was doing her best to keep everyone around her safe.
I'm protecting my son, I'm protecting his kids, but who's protecting me?
She says she knew she had to get out after a very specific dream her son had.
He woke up in a trance and he goes, Mommy, he's gonna break everything in our house, and he's gonna break you also.
And this man tried, even after she managed to move into a new building.
He snuck in and broke into the building and had a knife and a hammer at my door. And I kept on screaming, what are you gonna do when you get in? This is the end of me.
He didn't get to her that time, but eventually he did, cornering her inside of her car.
He looked at me and he grabbed me and he just started hitting me in my face. Once I got out of the vehicle, I began to run, and he picked me up and he head slammed me into the concrete twice.
Mokerah ended up in the hospital at first, not realizing how much damage had been done.
The paramedics had to show me my face. It was split all the way open. I couldn't even believe it.
The doctors patched her up, but the scars remained.
It was so bittersweet. This world is so, it's committed to beauty. And that was a gift that was given to me, from day one. And he tried to take something from me, and I needed to figure out how to reclaim it.
That's exactly what she's been doing through Face to Face and Break the Silence after being paired up with Dr. Benjamin Caughlin.
He's one of the best. He has a heart of gold.
She had a trauma on her face, right in the center, on her nose, on her forehead. I mean, scars on the midline of the face really bother people. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm good. Look at you look beautiful.
He's been helping fade her facial scars free of charge.
The treatments that I've done with this woman would cost around $7,000 to $10,000 at this point. So she doesn't have the means to pay for that. So I can donate my time and some of our equipment here.
Caughlin and other surgeons have done this for many survivors, absorbing the costs as they go.
We just take it.
But says more can be done.
I would do these all day, every day. The goal would be to get it more widespread, to get other surgeons involved and to get some of the costs covered.
With each procedure, the pain of the past becomes a little more distant from Mokerah.
Your everyday warriors, walking in sway.
A passion for music also helping heal her soul.
I'm coming out with an album. It's called 40 Plus Rules. And one of my singles is the Survivor's Anthem. So that's just my little gift to the world. And to me also, we all wear marks and scars, and that's a part of life, and it doesn't define you, but you can most definitely be bigger and better.
And she tells us both she and Maribel will continue fighting to break the silence and the stigma and help others take back their lives.
There's people out there waiting for you, for them to help them. And we can do it. Yes, we can do it. And we're working, we're working with the laws and everything. We're working, and I know we can do it. I'm very positive we can do it.
Brona Tumulty, WGN News.
And we're told Maribel's ex-husband did a very brief stint behind bars many years ago. And Mokerah's ex-boyfriend was arrested on felony charges. He's out on parole while she continues to pursue her case. And if you'd like to find out more about Face to Face or donate to the pro bono surgeries, you can reach out to the Break the Silence Foundation. Their information and other links to help survivors, as this is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, can be found on our website under the